started off turning many years ago, but it was all at the behest of an old gentleman who lived next door to me. I painted watercolours at the time, and I wanted a little pot to put my brushes in. So he made me one, and I asked him how he did it. So he showed me how to do it. So I bought a lathe and I started playing around, and I decided I liked it. At that time I worked for the Nuclear Power Corporation, and I didn't really like working there at all. So I decided one Christmas, that's it, finished, I'm going to be a turner. And so I've been turning now for 38 years. I actually started off at the rear of my house in my backyard, and I bought an 8-foot by 6-foot by 8-foot packing case. And then I cut windows out and doors. I had very limited machinery, and that's where I started. After a couple of years and doing a few craft shows, I managed to get enough money with a little bit of a loan from the bank, and I bought this building which I'm stood in. And from that I've just extended. I now own 5 buildings, all joined together. My products are sort of all different. I don't make 2 of the same in any shape or form. I've always stuck to making one-offs. I make wooden bowls, I make apples, I make pears, I make fruit, I make table lamps. I do a lot of antique restoration work for major houses and halls, and I make light poles. Well, anything really, any manner of wood turning. All you need to do, ask me the question and I'll do it for you if I can. Many people ask me where I get my wood from, and my main answer is I always say trees, but being realistic, I go all over the country, in fact all over the world. I've got several friends who live in different countries who I've actually taught to turn, and they've gone back to the country and we exchange different timbers. I like to use a lot of English timber, like yew, ash, oak, elm, sycamore. I have all sorts of timber in the workshop, some extremely rare, some that, you know, really popular. But I use them all, and it just depends what the customer orders as to what I make. But if I'm really honest, I like to make what I like. And that is generally, I've never had a piece of work back in 38 years. All my work is sold generally at craft fairs, and that's from Scotland right down to the bottom end of Cornwall, from the left hand side to the right hand side. I also have people come into my workshop and they buy generally specialist pieces. And as I said before, I do a lot of antique work where they will fetch me the samples and I will do them. I really enjoy my work. As I've said, I've been working at it for 38 years. I enjoy getting the wood, and actually just cutting it is a great satisfaction because it's like a Pandora's box. Every piece is like a different palette, and especially when you take a cut from the wood, the pattern changes. When I talk about wood, the hairs on my arm generally stand up as they are doing now, and that's really the best I can say. I enjoy it. I love it. I like when people pick it up and admire it, but best of all I like it when they buy it actually.